Hello friends and welcome to Aqil Haziq channel. In this video, we will try to understand about the database security. So, what is database security? Database security refers to the various measures organizations take to ensure their databases are protected from internal and external threats. What are the layers of database security? How can we deploy database security? There are three layers of database security: the database level, the access level, and the parameter level. Security at the database level occurs within the database itself, where the data lives. Access layer security focuses on controlling who is allowed to access certain data or systems containing it. Database security at the parameter level determines who can and cannot get into the database. Each level requires a unique security solution. What are the security solutions that require at each level of database security? Security solutions that require at database level are masking, tokenization, and encryption. Security solutions that require at access level are access control list and permission, while security solutions that require at perimeter level are firewalls and virtual private networks. What are the types of privilege that are important that are relating to database security within the database environment? Two types of privilege are important relating to database security within the database environment, which are system privileged and object privilege. System privilege allow a user to perform administrative actions in a database. Object privilege allow for the use of certain operations on database objects as authorized by another user. Examples include usage, select, insert, update, and references. What are the ways to improve database security? You don't have to go far to find out how important database security is. For instance, Target is still reeling from their system being hacked, exposing the credit card information of many of their customers. It's the kind of harm that requires a lot of time, money, and resources for damage control, as well as the aftermath of breaking the trust in the company and diverting resources toward making sure it doesn't happen again. Sharing the security of your company's information is important, and even some of the biggest businesses can expose themselves to hackers exploiting security flaws. The information in your company's databases are important, so it stands to reason the database security is too important. Here are the 5 things you can do to keep your information databases safe and secure. First, have secure password. The most sophisticated system on earth can protect against a bad password. There are the typical culprits, one like 12345, ABCDE, anything else on the most guessed password list. But hackers have increasingly sophisticated tools at their disposal that makes many other passwords increasingly vulnerable. Now, it's not just making your password as password that you have to worry about it. It can be the words in and of themselves. Programs exist that guess password that might be words in the dictionary or commonly used phrases, so those are out. You can try to make a combination of letters, numbers, or symbols to throw off would-be hackers. You can check your password to see how long it would take hackers to guess it by checking online. Business B has also rated some password management tools that may be able to help you. One other suggestion is to set rules that makes employees change password on a revolving basis. If a password isn't changed after 90 days, clock out that account pending administrator approval to make sure that an old password isn't a hacker's way. Encryption your database. This is the second way to improve database security. Just as important as the password is the encryption of your database. Encryption means converting your data to a format such that were it to be intercepted, would seem like a string of letters and numbers with no tangible meaning. But to the database program, it all easily converts to the data you want, but it ties back into password. A Yahoo hack in 2012 exposed more than 400,000 passwords implanted to the web at large. This means open access to email and password, and the need for a whole lot of users who put their faith in Yahoo to change their password. Here too, you don't want to be the company at the other end of that controversy. Make sure that your database is encrypted with up-to-date encryption software. The third way is don't show people the backdoor. A simple way to protect your database. How? Leave it out of sight. This means keeping it hidden from search engine without throughout the robots. TXT file and also not linking to it directly. Why you want your person to have access to database information, you may not want to put the login directly on the site. If you have an online database, do yourself a favor and keep it on a need to know basis. After all, the first step toward hacking a database is finding it in the first place. The fourth way to improve database security is segment your database. A wide open database is a wide open vulnerability. You will want to segment your data to make sure that not just anyone sees anything. In many systems, various roles can be created within the database. For instance, you might want to have users, super users, administrators, and super administrators. User can access or input basic information but not alter information beyond what they have put in, whereas a super user has a computer permissions that allow wider access to data without being able to change everything. An administrator can work above all this user, altering the structure of the database of having. An administrator can work above all of these users, altering the structure of the database or having access to more sensitive information, while a super administrator can run the whole operation. For the upper tiers, you will want to keep the number of people with those clearance low, such as managers or department heads. This ensures that should a password be exposed on the site, it's not devastating if it's only someone with access to basic information on the site. The last way to improve database security is monitor and audit your database. One way to prevent database breaches is to keep an eye on the database itself. Monitoring access and behavior of database users can help ensure that no odd behaviors are exhibited that might imply a leak. Checking unfamiliar IP addresses can ensure that no one has an employee password or some other password who shouldn't. Think of it like when you get a call from the bank asking you to confirm a transaction. Your address is in New York, but your card is being used in Calgary. It's a red flag to bank security, and the same thing should be a red flag to your database. In addition, regular audits of your database help find active accounts, helping eliminate problems that might arise with someone obtaining all information. Performing regular audits and your company can tighten up security before problem arise. So, I hope you like this video, and I hope also that now you understand the data, what is the database security in a better way. Don't forget to share this video with your friends, and if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you.